alright, I'm just kind of sick and tired of you niggas trying to sell me Kwanzaa shit, so I had to do this. Right. I'm tired of you asking me to come to Kwanzaa celebrations, so look at the tape. I put it out there for you all.
That's right.
I don't celebrate that shit. It's bullshit. Look at me right here. Got me? It's just the eyes.
All right, hold up. Look at the eyes.
No. I don't celebrate Kwanzaa. Fuck off. Say, well, damn, brother. You know, that's an African holiday, man. One of the greatest teachers of all time, Baba John Henry Clark, told you it was bullshit. Yet still y'all have Kwanzaa celebrations and you big his name up without even knowing what the brother was about. He broke it down, Ace Deuce Trade, told you it was bullshit, and broke down this motherfucker here. This man, who's responsible for the destruction of more black movements, who was rewarded with a post, and the ability to take his shit national and go pop. I'm not going to get into the whole story, because y'all know it's there. Those who know the deal know the deal. Niggas are too goddamn forgiving. Oh, just let's look at it then. Yo, Brother Valentine, that's not fair. Brothers just trying to, grow our African consciousness. Just trying to get it done. Although only 36 years old, it is the cultural feast celebrated by how many? Millions. Now tell the truth. How many out there, and we'll forgive you for that, how many out there you all bought something for Kwanzaa? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. How many of y'all got something for Kwanzaa? Come on. Come on. Damn. Oh, you're all right then. How many celebrate Kwanzaa? Come on. Now, we're not going to say nothing about you. Okay, great. What's the principle of Kwanzaa? Not the 7 bullshit principles. I'm not talking about that. That's all nice. That sounds real good. What's the basic principle of Kwanzaa? Black Christmas too. Now I'm talking about what was the underlying ritual of Kwanzaa?
They make their own gifts and give it.
You make your own gift from your hands, take your own food from your garden. All of a sudden, France, Spain, England, and Israel is making Kwanzaa shit and selling it to your black asses. Fuck again. Fuck again. We just keep giving them the soap. Oh, you jailhouse motherfuckers know what that is, man. I'm raw today because I feel raw. I don't feel very, what do you call it? I can get, real nice. All the training my mother and my father gave me. I don't feel it today. There's too much here to talk about that well, you know what I'm talking about. Millions! And often mentioned in the same breath as Christmas and Hanukkah. Yet, even as the number of families honoring the fairly young African-American tradition of Kwanzaa grows, there are some who view its founder, Maulana Ram Karanga, with suspicion. Some, yeah, those who know. They remember his controversial role in the Black Power movement of the 60s when he was leader of Los Angeles-based militant cultural organization called US, United Slaves. Remember? And his conviction for ordering the beating of a member of the United States, a female member. If somebody sends me a damn KWANZAA card, I just tear it up, says Elaine Brown, a former Black Panther. Why? Why a Black Panther? Does she know something that she ain't gonna put in there? Check. A Taste of Power describes the January 17, 1969 shooting death of 2 Panthers by U.S. members at UCLA. United Slaves was set up by the fucking government. I am so unfortunate, or unforgiving that I don't make any apologies for it. You go on, sister. Karanga and us first gained notoriety during that incident when U.S. members confronted and shot Black Panthers John Huggins and Alprentice Bunchy Carter at Campbell Hall. 2 men were arrested in the shootings, but they had later escaped from prison. What? What's supposed to follow up that? No. Somebody said it. Somebody just said it. What's supposed to follow this sentence? Huh? They were caught. Were they caught? No. Why weren't they caught? Damn Skippy. 2 years later, after the UCLA episode, Karanga was convicted in the beating down of the female member and served 4 years in prison where he cut his deal. During his years behind bars, US, which originally stood for United Slaves, temporarily disbanded. Really? Huh? But Karanga's 7-day celebration it grew, just to get to the point, I just want to get to that point. It grew after Karanga had been released from prison in 1975, began to energetically proselytize the feast. He earned a doctorate in social sciences and joined the faculty of California State University, Long Branch. A network of Black scholars now views Karanga as an icon who gave the world a cultural gift that ranks with jazz. KWANZAA is right up there as one of the evidences of the creative genius of our people. There's Willie Houston, director of African American Museum of Nassau County in Hempstead. You talk about originality, you talk about a people finding their way. KWANZAA has gone a long way towards showing us where we are and where we come from and what we must do. Nigga, please. Andrew P. Jackson, executive director of the Langston Hughes Community Library and cultural leader in Corona, said he started something that turned out to be a revolutionary cultural practice. Once practiced in small circles in Southern California, it now has 30 million people around the world practicing it. KWANZAA is based on 7 principles. You know what that is. Adherents say the principles shown collectively by the being the roadmap to spiritual and economic salvation, a psychic prescription for suffering caused by 3 centuries of slavery. This isn't an article dealing with KWANZAA. It's a big up article promoting KWANZAA. But then, after you get all that shit done, I figured what I would do to kind of bring the point home so that folks could just back up off me is to hear the words of your illustrious founder, the one who spiritually opened you up to African ways to let you find yourself. I figured I'd isolate a part of this so that you could read this for yourself. Are you ready? What's that say now? Somebody come up. Who didn't read yet? Come on up here, sister. Because you might think I was lying. I might have hypnotized y'all. Go ahead, sister. Read it loud.
Kwanzaa practitioners of 30 years ago were dashiki-wearing cultural nationalists who sported huge afros or bald heads and latched onto things African with a spiritual hunger. In a humorously candid admission in 1978, Karanga said he created Kwanzaa with such Afrocentric people in mind. People think it's African, but it's not. I wanted to give black people a holiday of their own, so I came up with Kwanzaa.
Hold it! Africa been existing for like what, 2-3 million years?
He had to give us a holiday.
He, after all of the shit we celebrate, round the clock, we needed this turncoat, backstabbing, police motherfucker to give us a holiday that don't even belong to us again? What did he say here? Read it again, sister.
People think it's African, but it's not.
Hold that! It's Californian! Southern California! Yeah, we're gonna get to that! It's Californian! Next!
I wanted to give black people a holiday of their own.
He wanted to give black people a holiday of their own! Next!
So I came up with Kwanzaa.
Yeah, check it out!
I said it was African because, you know, black
Wait! Go ahead!
I said it was African because, you know, black people in this country wouldn't celebrate it if they knew it was American.
Hold that! Now, if we was to come out and blow the fucking lid and tell them it's Californian, black people wouldn't celebrate it. So, he bullshitted them. Got you believing it's African by throwing all the African principles, saying this is what we do in Africa? Dr. John Henry Clark said, nothing like this exists in Africa. This shit is all turned around, and why can't we be doing this year-round? Why we gotta offset Christmas with Black Christmas? We always second-class, second-thinking Negroes. Again.
I said it was African.
I said it was African, so what? He lied! The nigga lied! He lied! He lied! Wait a minute, let me say. What did he do?
He lied.
I said it was African because you know niggas, you know what he wanted to say there. You gotta read between the lines. He said, I said it was African because you know them niggas wasn't gonna do that shit if I told them that. But you know they had to clean the shit up. I said it was African because you know black people in this country wouldn't celebrate they knew it was American. Karanga told what? Sister?
A national conference of African American writers gathered at Howard University.
And y'all was pissed with me. I heard shit, you know I hear shit coming back. You know that Reverend Valentine, and niggas say, well, you know he crazy. Read it!
The real growth in the celebration of Kwanzaa in recent years has been among the middle class.
Why the middle class? Why? Negroes. Why? Again? Educated. Don't want to be African no more. Make you want to throw something. You see what I'm saying, sister? Wait a minute now. You see what we doing here today? What's the name of this?
Conventional week.
No?
Code break.
Code breaker.
All right? I'm going to teach you. One. See, sister's on it. I'm going to teach you how to read. You don't know how to read. The real growth in the celebration of Kwanzaa in recent years has among the middle class. Because most of you middle class Negroes don't want to be African. You don't do shit African. So what do? You purge yourselves at the end of the year. You feel better because you dress up in a costume looking like an African. Fucking Negropean. You dress up looking African. And you look, I was celebrating Kwanzaa. You got all kind of white people in your house celebrating Kwanzaa. Because it ain't African. What's it say?
More middle class people celebrate Kwanzaa than any other segment.
Hold that! Poor people either can't afford to buy the gifts from the Jews to give it to black people for a black holiday. Rich motherfuckers know it don't exist because they selling the shit to the middle class. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder what, we be doing in here. Whether the word is really getting out. Y'all telling these niggas what's happening? Y'all keeping this shit to yourselves, right? Tell the truth.
They don't want to hear it.
They don't want to hear it, right? Yeah, they go out there, they got their Kwanzaa candles all set up. Jewish menorah, right? And this is, well, it's ours now, it's Kwanzaa. So we done blackified it. What's your name, sister?
Kyron.
Let's hear it for Kyron. Oh, you from Southern California? Perfect! Let's hear it for Southern California. But do you see what I'm saying, beloved brothers and sisters? We've been bamboozled. He lied to us. Okay, what's the topic of this segment? Conventional wisdom. Conventional wisdom amongst Negroes is Kwanzaa is an African holiday. And isn't it deep how at the time when they caught the sniper in the New York Times in the chess places, this came out. There's a game that is played in the New York Times, a chess game that's played in the New York Times. Are you all familiar with it? You see it? They always tell you some historical shit that goes on about a chess match and give you the moves to teach you chess moves. Well, isn't it interesting? The black king can run, but he can't always hide. 5 former citizens of the Soviet Union tied for first place in the what? We're going to get into numbers like the other one. National Chess Congress in Philadelphia, November 29th, what? 11. These grandmasters were, bada bing, bada bing, They each scored 5-1, 6, we'll get into that. And again, what? 9-2, what? 11. It's all over there. They keep giving it to you, piece by piece. But this came out at a very auspicious time when this brother was caught. Is it interesting? And just so that this came out? Now, I don't get me wrong now, I love this brother.
Sure.
I love all my brothers.